Adventures PH.
What's up guys, it's me, Ina! For today's video, I'll be having 3 contents about mountaineering, specifically trekking. So first is the preparation before the actual day of trekking, a 1-week preparation. Second is what are the things needed for the 3 days trekking. And third is safety tips to avoid accidents in trekking. Before we proceed, what are the preparations before the actual day of trekking, let us know first what is trekking. So trekking is a long trip on foot where there are usually no options for transportation. Trekking distances ranges from 20 to 100 miles or more, and trekking necessitates further planning and training as well as carrying more equipment. As the definition says, trekking needs more planning and training and more gears. So now, here are the 5 preparations that are needed before the actual day of trekking. First, inform your family or friends where you will be trekking. This preparation should be done so your family or friends will know where to look for you in case you're still not at home or you don't have contacted to them or you haven't contacted to them after the expected days of your trekking. So this is for your own safety. Second, study the trail where you will be trekking. Know the hazards in that area. How long would it take to reach the peak and to fully descend? And maybe read people review also about the trail or about the trek. So you will know how to prepare fully, know the things that are really needed for the trekking, and so you can just prepare physically but also mentally and spiritually by knowing the possible dangers in that area. Yeah. Third is start walking now. Practice yourself to walk for a long distance and for a long number of hours. This is to prepare your body for trekking, which will exhaust you because it requires walking to a difficult path for a long duration of hours. Start walking also or practice walking also using or with trekking poles so you'll be used to it before the actual trekking day. This preparation will help you minimize the difficulty you'll experience during the trekking day. Fourth is prepare your backpack. Put inside your backpack all the essentials needed for your trekking. To know what are those essentials, that will be on my content number 2. And the 5th one is train walking with your backpack. Your heavy backpack will surely give you more difficulty in trekking because you may not be able to walk with it or will make you easily tired. So you really have to train with your backpack so you can really trek with it and you will not be asking for anyone's help because they have their own heavy bags too during their way. And we are done with the preparations. Let us now proceed to what are the things needed for a 3-day hiking. Things that will be mentioned here are so important for your survival, to have an accident-free trekking, and to have less worries and hassle during the trekking, and of course to have a successful trekking. First thing to bring is a trekking pole. Trekking pole is a must-have accessory for trekkers, especially for those poles can be used to provide lateral stability on steep slopes, and this can be used also to measure the waters and mud depths. Next thing is the backpacking boots. The backpacking boots are recommended for long treks with heavy loads. These shoes are tough and can withstand all types of terrain and weather. They are bigger, stiffer, and have thicker all-around protective outer. And last but not the least is a backpack containing all of your essentials. This is where you will put all your essentials needed for a trek, and this is beneficial for all trekkers because it allows them to have a less hassle trekking, because all their things can be stored in this bag. And now here are the essentials that should be put inside this backpack. So they are weather appropriate clothes, sleepwear, laying gear, jacket, tent, sleeping pad, blanket, first aid kit, plenty of water, trail food such as dried nuts, dried fruits, mixed nuts, and etc. Foods for heavy meals, cookware, stove, topographic map and compass, match and fire starter, multi-tool knife, flashlight or headlamp and extra batteries, sunscreen and sunglasses, insect repellent, camera or binoculars, cell phone, mini battery-operated radio for updates, GPS altimeter watches, and extra batteries for mobile devices and memory cards. After knowing what are the things needed for a 3-day trekking, let us now proceed to the final content of this video, the 5 safety tips in trekking to Mount Apo Kapatagan Trail. But before that, let us know first some information about the Kapatagan Trail. And now, here are the 5 safety tips in trekking. First is, know where you are going. It is very important so you will not be shocked with the path there, with how cold, how exhausting, and how difficult or how dangerous the trail can be. And so you can fully prepare ahead of time for the possible difficulties you may encounter during the trek. Just like in the given example, or just in the given situation, whereas if I am going to trek in Mount Apo Kapatagan Trail, I should search for the area first about the information and possible dangers so I can prepare ahead of time. Being fully prepared and knowledgeable about the trails can help minimize the possible accidents that may occur. Second is, always hike with a company as much as possible, never hike alone. The trail itself is already risky for every mountaineer, so as much as possible, never hike alone and trek with your family and friends. When you are trekking with someone, you can ask questions to them, guidance, and help whenever you feel something isn't right, and with that, you can avoid accidents during the trekking. Third is, walk only on the designated path. Always walk on the designated path only, because that is only the safest path to reach the peak and to descend safely. Avoid taking other paths that are prohibited, as you might encounter serious accidents and might get lost there. Fourth is, stay hydrated. Always drink water before, during, and even after the trek. The whole trek is surely exhausting and might drain your energy. Drained energy can be reason as well for meeting accidents, as you might pass out, fell or fall to the steep slopes, and etc. So always drink water to be hydrated and to have energy to complete the trek safely. And the fifth one is be mindful and alert. Don't just be amazed by the sceneries there. Be mindful also for the possible dangers that may come and be alert on how to handle it. Some examples may be falling stones, deep muds, snakes, insects, and etc. So always be mindful to watch out for this and be alert so you can avoid accidents, and not just you, your company can avoid the accidents as well. So in summary, this video is all about the preparation, things needed, and safety tips for trekking. So I hope you find this video knowledgeable and helpful for your future trekking plans. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless.